All right, hey class, it's Mr. Pointer. Um, this is your guys' second lesson of our distance learning. I want to give a few shout outs to Brandy and Melody for following me on YouTube. I want to go over yesterday's classroom lesson because some of you didn't quite get one of the answers. And there's one I want to go over in particular was the question that said, what color did she see least often? Now, many students picked black because black said one. But if you look really, really close, you'll see there was another color that had blue. And on blue, you'll notice that no one picked blue. So actually, blue was the least amount because blue represented 0. So that was the one discrepancy I saw kind of along the whole class. Almost, I want to say close to 70% of the students for some reason picked black and not blue. The reason the answer is blue is because she didn't see any blue cars. Now, as I'm looking over some of the work that some of the students are turning in classwork, you guys are not writing complete sentences. And I gave you full credit this week, but next week or moving forward, if you guys do not write complete sentences on your questions, I will be taking off points. I normally, when I teach a lesson, we always have a homework assignment to go with our lesson. Now, I haven't been giving homework because it's kind of difficult to send it out and for you guys to send it back to me. So we're going to be going over the homework assignments and during the video lesson. So the first question says, Emmanuel has 6 lengths of ribbon, each are 4 feet long. To make ribbon flowers, how much ribbon does he need altogether? So he has 6 lengths of ribbon, and they're each 4 feet long. So when you think of that, you should automatically be thinking multiplication. So we're going to practice one of our multiplication strategies to show 6 groups of 4. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 groups of 4. So we're going to put 4 in each of our groups. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So with our 6 groups with 4 in each group, the equation that is represented should be 6 times 4, which gives us 24. Now with any equation, I always ask you guys to show me a second method to solve it. This method here is called equal groups. A second method that we use in class was to draw an array. So we're going to make an array with 6 rows. Four columns. And then we would count the symbols in our array, and we would also get 6 rows, 4 columns, 24 altogether. Now we have another question that would have been on the homework that I want to go over briefly. And it says, it's a perimeter question. Uh-oh, what was that? And in this question, we have perimeter. We have 9 feet, and then we have 4 feet. I'm going to give you guys a couple of seconds to see if you all can find the perimeter of that rectangle. 9 feet by 4 feet. Let's see who remembers how to find perimeter. One thing we learned about a rectangle is that a rectangle is a quadrilateral. It is also a parallelogram. With it being a parallelogram, we know that the opposite sides are equal. So if this side is 9 feet, then this side across the bottom is also 9 feet. If this is 4 feet, this side here is also 4 feet. So to find the perimeter, we're going to travel across the complete outside of the shape, adding all of our numbers. So we're going to add 9 plus 4 plus 9 plus 4. Do that now and see what your perimeter is. That is correct, 26 feet. 26 feet would be your perimeter for that shape. Now, if I told you to take this same shape, but this time, instead of finding the perimeter, I want you to find the area. Let's see who remembers how to find area. 9 feet by 4 feet, find the area. So to find area, we're going to multiply the length times the width. So that 9 and 4 are going to become factors, and we're going to multiply them. So 9 times 4 gives us 36, not just feet, but area is always squared. So 36 square feet would be the area of that rectangle. Okay, now we're going to get into our lesson for today. We are still working on graphs. So we're going to be creating a graph, and you all are going to be creating it at home in your journals, and we're going to be making our own graph, and our graph is going to be called Favorite Smoothies. Favorite Smoothies. So let's start by making our graph, and let's give our graph a title of Favorite Smoothies. Favorite Smoothies. So one of our smoothies is going to be strawberry, mango, and raspberry. Those are going to be our favorite smoothies. So what would be a good name to label these smoothies? Strawberry, mango, and raspberry. When you think about those, what are those? Those would be called our flavors. These are going to be our flavors. And since we're measuring our favorite smoothies, what would be a good number for our y-axis? Let's call these votes. Favorite smoothies, votes. So we're gonna use our bar graph, and we're going to label it by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And I want you guys to create a bar graph that shows strawberry got 4 votes, mango got 7 votes, and raspberry got 8 votes. Give you guys a few minutes. Strawberry 4, mango 7, and raspberry 8. I think that's what I said. Now the strawberry is easy. To draw 4 votes for strawberry, we just simply come up to the 4 and bring our bar graph back down. Now the mango is a little bit more difficult because it says 7. And when I look on my votes, I don't see a 7. So where would 7 be on our graph? 7 would be in the middle of 6 and 8. And then our raspberry being 8, we would just come up to the 8. And just like any other assignment, after you create your bar graph, there will usually be questions that will go with it. So let's do a question. How can we figure out how many votes there were in all? When you all start thinking about that word in all, what operation should you be thinking? In all. How many votes were there in all? You should be thinking addition. In all. So if we have 4, 7, and 8, we're going to be adding 4 plus 7 plus 8, which should be giving us 19 votes in all. Let's think of another question. How many more votes did raspberry get than strawberry? How many more? You should be thinking subtraction. So if we know raspberry got 8 votes and strawberry got 4 votes, how many more is 8 than 4? We would simply subtract 8 minus 4 to get 4. Now when you all go to Google Classroom today, you are going to find an attachment inside of the assignment. The assignment you're going to be doing today is going to be a bar graph, and it does have questions that accompany it. It is very important that if you want full credit, you do complete sentences when sending in your responses. Be safe, guys.